I was like, okay, I think I'm ready. And they were like, we're going to also give you 4 special needs students. What am I supposed to do with them? When I was young, I used to see special needs students walking single file line in their own space. There were trailers that were set up for them to be taught in.
Outside.
They used to eat together. They rode a specific bus. Which was it?
Short.
Right. I was used to that. I was like, why y'all got them in my class? I don't know. I need some training? And he was like, we don't have training. I was like, I need something. Tell me something. What happens if something happens? I never dealt with special needs students. And they hadn't any answers at all for me. And so I took the class anyway and just did my best. Because I was like, do I tell the rest of the class that they in there? Do I, what happens if something? I took the class, I did the class. I wrote this poem called Our Poem. Everyone please say our poem.
Our poem.
I think this is a good one to close it out on too. Before I met my class, I got a roster with their pictures. Their faces made me guess the type of speeches they deliver. Would they shout or would they whisper? What type of topics would they choose? I was excited about this garden I could grow from what I knew when I got an email stating, this class you have will differ from any course you've taught before. Some things you must consider. They told me, in your class, you will have some minds with special needs. Their rubric will be altered, and the grades that they achieve won't be the same as other students. They've been classified as different. You notice when you talk to them, their bout with comprehension and their struggle with attention, but don't penalize them hard. They're needing special treatment, so some things you'll disregard. Random outbursts are occasional, but they never mean you harm. They're so sure of their answers, sometimes eager to respond. Lily pads lay out on ponds and form these structures for the leapers, the same way that we bridge ourselves for students as their teachers. And so I took the task as leader, even though I had resistance. I'd never taught a class before that isolates assistants, but I'm sure they'd go the distance had they ample space to run. And never did I mention who they were or where they're from. I just let them be in class. We weren't divisive in our garden. It made no sense to separate the people taking part. I let those students introduce themselves exactly how they please, and none of them begin their introductions with their needs. It's crazy how we stifle folks with limits and restrictions. Labels land like thumbtacks meant to keep them in position. I approach them all as fixed when they've been treated like they're broken. Exclusion tends to bruise the flowers we don't view as roses. It's custom to compose a show that segregates its people, but I was glad to have them in my orchestra as equals. Their praises reached the steeples. Our classroom was united. Those students gave their speeches with compassion and excitement. They said they loved my course and even thanked me for my guidance. But pedagogy means for me to walk along beside them. But I hope they never hear this poem. I don't want them to know about the warning labels that are stapled to their growth. No, they don't need to hear this poem. I hope they never hear it. They exited my classroom feeling capable and fearless. Their ability and spirit rose among the other students. Accomplishments of excellence encouraged by inclusion. So simple a solution. May it seal within our trust. A poem that they don't need to hear because it's meant